Hey, what's going on, guys? Gulliver here. Today I'm going to make a video, and I'm thinking on putting the title of the video. I was wrong. I have reflected a little bit more, and I have thought about the thing that I have said a little bit more, and I have clicked the button of Wild Rider is the best gunner in the game. And I have told this a lot of times because, proportionally, if you consider, I'm placing here the 3 stars. I think no, I'm going to be able to. So if you place here, DPS 201, Breakneck 195, so it's a little bit bigger than it's a little bit higher than Breakneck. It's a similar cost to, where is it? Octopunch. I think that a 5 plus 2 is better than a 4 plus 3, because on costs in general, because with a 5 plus 2, after the third shot, it's very very cheaper. Like it's 9, 11, and the third shot from Octopunch is 10, and the other one's 30. So like, as more as you use it, it becomes much more higher than Wild Rider. So I think that Octopunch, like, if it was just doing damage in general, it would be like a higher debate, but because it applies electric damage and stuns, and this can be countered by the lightning rod build up core, this creates a thing in the game that, like, the best damage guy also has the best counter against it, but Wild Rider and Breakneck doesn't. So because they just apply damage, and the mechanic of glass and damage reduction from the Wild Rider, they don't have any counter exactly. I have a doubt that if maybe you want to have if you have a Wild Rider a resource building, and you have self repair. Self repair doesn't say healing, but it says restore. So if you restore from 5 to 5 seconds, or any amount of seconds, and you reach the maxed out of the HP that's left, because you do the damage, after that you recover the damage done, which is like 30k 252 damage. After that, you could like restore the damage that you have cut it off permanently from the building. Maybe, I'm not sure about it. But in the end, this doesn't have a clear, efficient, and optimized counter. Neither has the Breakneck. So I was thinking, I was playing a lot with Breakneck on my T2 Max team. Lost a few, won a few. I like played not much seriously because I didn't have much stuff to do. Like on my account these days, we don't have raids. I wanted to show my team setup, which is this. I would like to explain everything, but when I have raids to play, the guys all have rocket and did all the damage, so I can't. And when the guys and when I wake up like earlier, like today, I wake up like as soon as the rotation dropped. There's no event. I have luck as that. So what ends up happening is that I have a really high debate on the gunners, which is, I'm going to place the 3 stars here, but consider obviously the 4, 5 stars if you have it. These 3 guys, they are amazing. They even combo each other very well. I activated breakneck, and I wasn't sure, and I wasn't sure definitely because you can check it out after, but I breakneck into a shield generator, and I Wild Rider the second shot, and the second shot killed the shield generator. And I was like, damn, as the second shot, I think that's the first time I ever saw a Wild Rider do that. And I wanted to see if it was a level 2 or a level 3. If it was a level 2, like, it's nice, but if it's a level 3, it's like very, very impactful. Like, that's very much like, whoa, you know? So, to clear it up already, I think that from Octopunch, you have a clear, very, very interesting thing of setups. Cosmic Ruby Blaster is one of the good ones. It increases the damage from the electrics. So like you have this problem. This something that's interesting is that from the Titan Tech tree, there is a thing that's called Gunner range attacks from DPS, if I remember correctly. Let me get here. Gunner range. Increase Gunner class bots range on normal attacks by 25%. This means that the gunners that have the range that have like very very impactful essays, the ones that did like a lot of damage or they open march for a lot of combos. There's one, for example, where is it? Trigger Happy, which the 5-star is on the research lab. He's a very good with if you combo him with an acid, he can like do with like high with high levels on clusters, for example. So he has a lot of combo potential, but you need to be in range with the for example, if you have here, and I'm going to make a base trial to show a little bit better what I mean. If you just go here and press L3 here, and you wanted to reach the cluster through the top of the base, like before our guys start shooting, like normally they would go a little bit further in the base, like close to this wall here or this one, which would give them enough range to reach the cluster like through this. But because of the range increase, they start hit from a lot behind in the space pod, so you're not able to reach the cluster. So that's a thing if you think about. If you're a lot focused on gunners, and you think like, no, I think that gunners are good, but the main things they're saves, and I want like to spam a lot on Octopunch. I want to spam a lot on breaknecks. I think that breakneck's not a problem, mainly if you have glitch. But this is something to consider, because if this is a problem for you, like reaching like the key defenses, you could be like reconsidering and upgrading other stuff instead of that if you want to prioritize stuff. Like, it's not because it's on the description gunner. Oh, it's a gunner thing. Let me upgrade that. You know what I mean? So think a little bit when you upgrade this. So Octopunch has an interesting interaction with the Cosmic Ruby Blaster, because it increases the damage from the electrics, and the electrics are also one of its essays. It's one of his essays, obviously, but it also boosts another stuff like acid and fire. So it's likely to have any fracas or headstrong in the team if you have it, or maybe any fire thing like fireline top shot. So it's not unusual that you see something on close to him getting a damage boost as well. So he destroys with a little bit easier the shorter defenses. And if you really need, you can activate the SA like from this position, for example. You can aim at this in the beginning, and you're going to reach that. For example, the missile launcher, and because is receiving the bullets from the missile launcher, from the Cosmic Ruby Blaster, is going to be receiving extra damage. So it's going to help if you're pathing. So you're going to be able to go a little bit more deeper with your gunners. It's obviously it's like not you're not going to be like rushing with gunners in the middle of the map, obviously, but like it's a situation that can happen that you can be aware of. Like this can make a difference. Like you mainly want to go with like wars and stuff. Um, but that's like a thing that you must know. So this has a better. So I think that, in my opinion, uh, the Octopunch has the best in general weapon for him. I mean combat weapon, whatever. It helps a lot with this interaction of the four, like here, because it resolves like a problem because Octopunch doesn't have the biggest range. Uh, so you can place like other stuff. You can place Glitch, Gator Face. You can place Fracas, Nightstick, Top Shot, Fireline, blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. But like I really feel that Cosmic Ruby. It's not Cosmic Ruby. It's Ruby. I don't remember. It's Cosmic Rusty. I mean Rusty when I say Ruby. It's like whatever. Um, it's Cosmic Rust Blast. Um, so it has the best interaction. I mean with it. Uh, it's really good. Not that the other ones doesn't have good interactions, but I think that I like this more. I prefer like to have this like problem naturally being resolved. You know what I mean? And we have here Wild Rider. I have tested a lot, and I have reached the conclusion that Voltar Mixture is absolutely unnecessary depending on the level of the bot. Like the damage naturally increases. You have a lot of one shot consistency. The first, like, do the natural three steps. Like first, you deal with a annoying build bot that can be on the way. The second one, go to a decent defense like a laser or shock tower or something that's out of the cluster, and then go to aiming to the cluster shit. Go for the laser beams, the some key mortars maybe, and that's going to be like really going to be really good to you. And I read the Wild Rider G1 core. I had him upgraded because I was stupid and I figured that increased the damage also increased the SA damage, but then I realized that there's no SA boost on that. But anyways, if you think about it, it doesn't need SA damage. You just need damage to be like consistent with your shots. And there is this feature on the G1 core that has the bouncing bullets. And if you match it with aimless, you have also bouncing bullets on it. So you make a lot of crazy damage in crazy areas and good stuff, good stuff. And he's always on T2 Max team, so it matches with the reflect damage, helps with the uh, uh, like one thing interacts well with the other one. So like the Wild Rider damage matches well with the T2 Max reflects that keeps reflecting the damage to a point where the you're not even use an essay on the defense, but he has reached a low amount of level for you to go breakneck, and because of the SA11, it boosts the oops, it boosts the damage if the building is on 40% with the SA11, so it kills. And with the other thing that's on the map that's getting the glass damage, and because of the building that you just destroyed, you can go Kulagun on that area, and he's going to kill stuff really much faster because it's going to be only needing one shot of the or like strike he does, not shot. He's not a gun or anything. So he's going to need like one attack to kill the things for like 7 seconds. So like everything goes well and goes good together, you know. So that was one of the things that I was like very, very, very interested at. But that's not it. Breakneck's G1, not G1. So I was thinking about, okay, I have a decent G1 core for him, and I was like, okay, I need to increase this increases normal damage against bots and enemy and combiners by 100%. Okay. I don't care because I have a one-shot sniping on that. So kinda whatever. Could increase 300%. It's likely irrelevant. There is the protection when you use the essay that absorbs damage, which is like nice, but I'd rather have more damage, to be honest. Like there's some maps, like maybe, for example, a map that have like instead of this mortar and these autocannon, extra two Decepticon outposts, and it's not symmetrical, and the first and like all on the right side, all to that corner, and the first thing that you have to face when you go in the map is to face the outpost spots, for example. It's good for you to use breaknecks, let's say, on the Autobot, on the outpost bots, for him to get the glass, to infect the other ones with the glass, for your DPS to naturally go through and kill everyone. That's okay scenario if you think about it, but is that optimal to be really fair? Not that much. And me, to be really fair and honest, I'm going to likely to fire everything away. If I'm facing that kind of map, obviously, and not even see anything close to that. Not with a relevant frequency. So, that's just a fair point to me. And I was sometimes not being able to one-shot some defenses when I was using the breakneck when I was using twice the breakneck essay. So I was like, okay, I need damage. So this gives me damage, fine. And Gatorface is like ridiculous with breakneck. I don't know if there is any sign or any like different color or different thing or a button that appears or anything when you get the critical hit. So I'm not sure when it goes, when it functions. But like, it's really good. Gives breakneck an insane range. It's like the most OP combat if you think about it, range. It's like you can go across the map basically, and because the essay is like ridiculous as well, you like stay on the back of the map and like nothing hits you basically. So like it's very good, very efficient, very strong. It's like one of the better combinations if you think about it. But like this is just extra stuff. It's not like Octopunch, which like you have kind of an issue and it's resolved by the combat. This combat does this bot doesn't have an issue, and this is a very very boost to it. So that's why I consider the Octopunch a better like combo in a sense, interacting with everything. And I was thinking about and I was also thinking about like combos like Breakneck with Octopunch with Field Rider, and you're not likely going to use them on the same team, but like you're going to use like two, and you'll be fine with that. There's the Breakneck, Wheeled Rider, Breakneck, Octopunch, then Wheeled Rider, Octopunch. These are like the sequences of plays that you can do. So it's like very, very fine. They have a really decent interaction with each other. Uh, I think that all three is kind of overkill, to be honest. I would play it to have some fun, but I would definitely see as a not exactly a glass cannon because you have two of the best gunners in the game. It's likely the best three gunners in the game, so you can't call a team that have that a glass cannon. Uh, but like, uh, you have more consistent strategies. You know what I mean? Uh, and I'm also thinking about the other ones as a C11 because I'm not sure how I'm when I'm going to stop with the upgrades. Uh, I focus myself a lot on batches, not instead of bots. Like for example, the second S11 I get was on Nemesis Prime. It is on the 4 star because I have absolutely sure that I'm going to never touch the first batch anytime soon. So that's just a thing. Uh, when I realized all the bots on batch 7 was already really high upgraded, so okay, I want to invest on that right over again. I just invested, reinvested, if you want to call like that, on Kulagoon and what's the name? I forget. Kulagoon or and Full Tilt because I think that they are the two of the best bots in the game. Full Tilt's like to be the scouter for TT Mags and Kulagoon because it's crazy on defense and stuff. And offense to be honest. So like you have a lot of mini interactions between them. So the same way as Wild Rider goes like do damage to an area because it reduces the HP of the area. Wild Rider has the glass effect. So if a Wild Rider, so like if Kulagoon's having some difficulties on like an area, like there is a build bot or there is not a build bot, is it an outpost bot? Just start talking the shit, come back to me. If there is another outpost bot like GNU, Soundwave, Blaster, Dinobot stuff, there's a lot of minions. Sometimes the bot gets stuck in the middle of that confusion of things happening. You can't even aim decently in what are you trying to pop. If Wild Rider is on Wild Rider is decent on this scenario is because if you can aim on that. Because the targets it doesn't restrict you on when you say targets it doesn't restrict you to buildings so you can if I'm interpreting this right this means that this affects outpost bots as well. So this means that it also helps in this scenario, but as long as you use Wild Rider a lot in the match, and when I use Wild Rider, I use it a lot. I think that every single match I use it 3 times. 5, 7, and 9 are really, really, really cheap for a one-shot build bot guaranteed, a key defense guaranteed, and a high HP defense guaranteed destruction. And to be fair, if a little amount of HP is missing to destroy the thing, and it's lower than 40%, you can breakneck that away. Conveniency. Oh. So, you have these at your disposal. And also, if you think about it, when you start using that, there is a thing that's happening to my mind that I was like, okay, I think that is a problem. Because in the middle of the confusion that I always say, sometimes you have the combiner in the middle of that confusion. You have like Leo Zack and one of their bots get hacked, and you're getting low in resources, and you get like stunned by a mine, and there's a build bot messing you up, and you say like, fine, I have a Will Rider, I will destroy the combiner, then I'm going to use one or two guys here, and I'm going to clear the area. And you try to aim at the combiner, and it's hard to target exactly the combiner in the middle of like six GNU minions plus GNU, six blaster minions plus blaster, and just the combiner is hard to aim at one piece of resource. I'm not considering even resource buildings or natural defenses. In the middle of that 15 stuff around, it's very hard to aim at that one extra, at that one specific at that one specific thing, that target that you want, that like isn't even worth the attempt, because it's very likely that you're going to miss. I miss a lot uh, when I try that. You can try it out and try to have the best luck, but I wouldn't recommend, to be honest. And also, if you think about, Breakneck is cheaper and is likely going to resolve faster because the glass, uh, because the extra damage it receives, because it's cheaper in a sense. And I was thinking about a lot, but a lot. I was thinking about uh, Breakneck as a two-piece shot for everything. But if you have Breakneck as an SA11 available in your team, you actually go for one shot of Breakneck a lot more than what you think. Like, you know that Kulagun interaction, like Kulagun's stuck in the middle of something? Breakneck whatever Kulagun is messed up against, and it's going to resolve the thing faster for you. Like, he's so versatile. And the increase on the gap of the percentages of the building that's destroyed. So it's like, basically, if the thing's close to half damage gone, if 40%, you guarantee to destroy the thing, that's a lot. That's very, very impactful. I think that's crazy good, to be honest. I think that's crazy good. So, like, they have stuff really well with each other. I saw, like, a thing that, for example, that I was, like, trying to understand how it would function, was that if I have Breakneck with no combat, how is the frequency of the shots from Breakneck? Because, like, he shoots, walks a little bit, stops, shoots again, and I was thinking that it was because of the uh, Gator Face combat, but he is like that anyway. He like walks, aims, shots, then stops a bit. He's not like trigger happy. Like, for you to understand, I will compare to trigger happy again. And I want what? I think that's absolutely fine. To be honest, I don't care. Showcasing 3 stars. Whoa, very challenge. But like, just to explain, look at the different type of shooting they have. Like, Trigger Happy is like targeting a lot of things, and Breakneck's like, boom, boom, shoot, shoot. Trigger Happy is like more like things on it. So like, to my taste, I think that this is better. But like, since Breakneck is like that, like shots stop, shots stop, shots stop. I think that having glitch on it that doesn't change his behavior on that is absolutely amazing. Like you have to go for it. I think that the guy, my Titan just cleared everything up. Okay, that was weird. I think that the guy was like, "What is this Titan guy doing?" Sorry, I can't. My God, the Titan just destroyed the entire base of the guy. I'm so sorry. This wasn't fair at all. Sorry, man. Oh my God, I'm feeling so bad. I'm feeling so bad. Which was the HQ level of the guy? I think the guy was like not even like HQ 10 or anything. Oh my God, I'm feeling so bad. I'm feeling with so remorse. I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have done that. Uh, but anyway, trying to return to the topics of the video. So, Trigger Happy has a better type of shooting to my taste. But since Breakneck is like that, Glitch doesn't interfere on it. So it's amazing with Glitch because of the extra damage. And if you think about, if you have the one shot, it's because like, if you have the Breakneck with Gator Face, you basically like, is that say it's cheap as hell? It's cheap as zero. But if you think about, if Gator Face hits with the critical shot, dealing double the damage and causing the thing to receive extra 25 damage, is basically a free activation of your SA. So it's like crazy good stuff. So for the high damage guys, like they're like are kind of in love with Breakneck, and I think that's very justifiable. This is one of the craziest damage things in the game. Like, this is notoriously very, very impactful, notoriously very, very good. I think that if you have these bot at your disposal, you're not going to be like sad by any means, because it's in fact an amazing bot. And I was really, really wrong when I said that Wheel Rider was the best gunner in the game. I have rethought a little bit better. I have received a message from a guy from Facebook that's from my team, like, man, forget Wheel Rider, Breakneck's SA11. You're not even, and the message that changed my mind was like, you not even need to two-shot everything. And I'm like, what? That's not the thing? That's not the purpose of the bot? Like, nah, you're going to be surprised. I think that this was the message. You're going to be surprised what a one shot from Breakneck is able to do. And I'm definitely very, very, very surprised, because this bot is gorgeous, amazing. I love it. I think he's going to stay in my T2 Max team for a while. Because he is the gunner from my T2 Max team. I'm definitely thinking about rank him as captain when I get this skip, because 25k shards are not going to be wasted on a skip. Like, not even kidding. Outside of that, Nemesis Prime would be nice as well. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any ideas, comments, or video type suggestions, I'd very much appreciate that. I just like do the things with like stuff that is in my mind. I don't like organize a lot of stuff. I just like split some topics, like 2-3 things that I want to talk about, and like the channel's kind of growing, like more views, more comments, and likes every day. So I'm really, really happy with that. So if you have any type of video suggestions and anything, to be honest, I'll be really glad to share. I would be really glad if you share that with me. Also, I have made a decent score in wars and the last wars was also like that. Where's the thing? I just lost in these because of a bad connection. But to be honest, guys, the replays are ridiculously like detached from what really happened in the gameplay. Like there was a one time that I have like a one try, the first try on these from last event, from last war, and I get as a first try, and I was like, okay, I think there was a thing on that gameplay that was like, oh, this is really good to show in the channel. I think I'm talking about like uh, breakneck, something that's close to Kulagoon doing the damage that's like don't killing. Because it was something like that that happened in the video, that happened in the gameplay. But like during the gameplay, the final of the gameplay like makes no sense at all. Like it shows me like doing some really weird stuff. One of the bots that like did the damage and destroyed a guy, which was headstrong and full tilt, died in the middle of the thing, but they don't die in the real game. And the lack of accuracy in the wars replay, it's just really hard to commentate war replays of wars, anyways, because you don't have the slowdown, don't have a pause button to like try to explain what to do. You have to be like really like turbo with the thing and talking. You can't like you don't have a clear notion of how much essay points did you have to show like ideas of the administration of the essay points, which I think that's a thing that's really important. It's really hard to commentate already when the things are already going well, but when this is happening, like a lot of like the replays are having this problem. I think that as a content, it becomes basically irrelevant because it doesn't show actually what I did in the battle. Like it won't make sense to you, and it's going to be hard to me to explain because I don't have a perfect memory of what I've did, but I have like a good notion of decisions that I've made, of the situation that I was in, and how I get rid of the situation. But like the way the replays are, it's like impossible. I'm really really sorry. It's impossible. I won't even show you guys because like the replays makes no sense at all. But I really like to thanks a lot for the support, everything. Leave suggestions down below. I would be very much appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We're out.